Okay, this is going to show you how to use the payment function. I know there's a video in the class, but sometimes it helps to just see a little different setup. The way I like to do it, so what this is, I'm going to do the one on, it's number 29 on the Life Plan 3. The way I like to do it is I like to set up a few columns before I use the payment formula. So my first column is going to be the price. So that's how much I have to pay for this item, whether it's a home or a car. Or that's the price, or it's going to be the amount of my loan. Okay? The years is going to be the number of years that I am going to take to pay it off. R is the rate that they quote you. Now that's where a lot of confusion comes on this. Is there's a rate that is your like the calculated rate if you are compounding monthly, and that's the effective rate, and then there's the rate they quote you. So this is 0.04, but that's not for the whole price of the loan. The rate is 4%, but it's not for the whole price of the loan. That's a compounded monthly rate. Okay, N tells me is the number of months or times it's compounded per year, and then N per tells me how many times it's going to be compounded over the course of the loan. Oops. And then the rate is, well, I'll show you, it's the formula that calculates your monthly interest rather than your annual interest. Okay, or rather than the interest that they give you. All right, and then your payment column, that's what you're actually going to pay. So we start right. So a lot of people, the problem they run into is that they only put these four things down, and so then it's harder to calculate these. You have to calculate these inside your formula, and that's not a fun way to go. So this is, if you'll use this chart, it's an easier way to set it up. So I'm going to say that my house that I'm buying is $220,000. Okay? And I'm going to get a 30-year loan, and my rate is 4%. That's the rate they quote me. That's 4%, right? And it's going to compound monthly. That's most mortgages do. So that is 12 times per year. That's what your N is 12. How many times per year? It's 12. Then my N per is going to be, watch this formula, equals, I'm going to say my 12, then N times the number of years. I'm going to do an asterisk, years. Okay? So that gives me 360. You can figure that out, but the nice thing about using a formula here I'll show you what I'll do. I'll put this right in. N per is N times years. Okay, so then you can remember what you're doing there. Okay, but if you write it into this formula, then I can just change these numbers, these first four numbers, when I get to my car, and it'll calculate it automatically. It's pretty awesome. Okay, then the the rate is going to be your, sorry, I've got to look at the formula, make sure I tell you right. It's going to be your rate divided by the number of times it's done per year, okay? So that's, let me write this down. It's going to be your, equals this divided by N, okay? So right here, I'm going to go equals, click, and then the slash mark divided by, click on the N column, okay? And that gives me my effectual rate. That's the rate of the monthly rate. Very different from this 0.04. Okay? And then for payment, I'm going to do equals, and I'm going to type in PMT, and it knows this formula. And then it shows me what to click on. Okay? It says rate, so I'm first going to click on rate. Then I'm going to click on N per. Then I'm going to click on PV. I'm almost out of time. Oh, that PV is my the price, right? And that'll do it. That's all I have to do. The years and rate have already been, and N have already been figured into these two things. So then I just push enter. Oops, something's wrong. Something just popped up. Oh, sorry, it did a plus. Sorry, you need to put a comma in between those. F, comma, and then I click on this one, comma, and then I click on the next one and I put a comma. Okay? So my payment is going to be $1,050, where it's actually, you can have it set up so that it comes up negative, or with parentheses. That's all. Hope it works.